Hey guys, so I just recorded a whole like 10 minutes it feels like, and it wasn't even recording. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys a few things we get from grocery store shopping so you can get an idea, and maybe it will spark some motivation within yourself and just some tips on the things that we do get. And I might share some other stuff depending on how long this one takes. So tomorrow, I don't know if you guys know, is Spring Equinox, the 20th of March, and it's like representation of the new year, not January 1st. Spring is the new year, not in the dead of winter is the new year. You know, the earth is asleep, everything is sleeping, it's all resting. Why is the new year when everything is like literally asleep and dead? You know, this doesn't make sense. So, you know, new moon tonight, yesterday night, just tomorrow. I'm just really excited. New year, and I'm just so excited. Like, I'm so sorry if you hear my cat going crazy or like the outside stuff. Just try to ignore it. So tomorrow I want to go have a picnic, and I got these flowers to join us on this picnic, and got our son a butterfly kite and some chalk. So we're just gonna enjoy nature tomorrow and just be grateful for Pachamama and Gaia and Mother Nature, whatever you know you refer to her as, and we're just gonna live it up. So we go to Safeway in Food City, right? So we get these from Safeway. They have these deals, and it's 3 for $10 if you're a member. So we get 3 of them. And if you ever drink coconut water, either from the coconut, get it from the coconut, or in these like, it's almost like paper with the bottles that they're in, like cardboard. Just try to stay away from the plastic in a can. I don't know about you guys, but before, when I've tried coconut water in a can, you can literally taste the metal. It's just been sitting in metal and plastic, you know. And coconut water is more hydrating than regular water. So if you're dehydrated, you know, eat more water-dense fruits and vegetables and some coconut water, especially after working out. Try to stay away from big meals, but if you're hungry, water-dense fruits and vegetables, you know, eat your water. Coconut water too, directly after working out. Hydrate the body. A1. Yeah, okay. So we got 100% pure organic raw and filtered honey. We use this like every day, religiously. This shit was almost $20. That's insane. We got some blue agave syrup. We got this. First time trying it. Hazelnut and almond butter. Quite expensive. They have nice ingredients in it though. Dry roasted hazelnuts, dry roasted almonds, organic powdered sugar, organic cacao powder, organic cacao butter, palm oil, and sea salt. We got some organic raisins. Ingredients: organic raisins. We use that in oatmeal or in banana smoothies. I put it in sometimes. We got some creamy peanut butter. I'm sorry, my cat, Suki. Ingredients: dry roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils like rapeseed, cottonseed, soybean, salt, and molasses. And this was $8, I believe. And just know, when you're reading ingredients, the first ingredients is what it's mainly made of, and the last ingredient is what's the least in it. But yeah, just know, front for entertainment, back for education. So no matter how good the front says organic, know this, know that, blah blah blah, natural, just read the ingredients and the truth will literally reveal itself to you. Okay, so this is the first time getting this. I usually don't buy any soap for my hair, body, clothes. Like, I just don't need any of it. And I use I make tea and hair washes and body wash out of fruits, pills and fruit and stuff. But you're gonna try this out. It's just really hard shopping for a soap because of the ingredients, but these ones aren't too bad. It's water, oh my god, I'm sorry, water, organic coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, organic palm kernel oil, olive oil, hemp seed oil, jojoba oil, natural almond, citric acid, and tocopherol. So there's like 3 chemicals in here, but I'm gonna see how it works. You know, not a fan of it. The chems, but we're gonna see. Got these from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25. There's like a little bit of dates, ingredients, pitted dates. But just know, like, even the ingredients and stuff, it may say this or that, but there is a lot we don't know and a lot they don't put on packages. But don't overthink it, you know, but just do what you can by looking at the ingredients that are presented to us. But yeah, these are sweet. If you've tried dates before, you know. So I give this to like my son, a little snack or something. Speaking of my son and snacks, they have these at Safeway. They're Beech Nut Naturals Fruity Oat Bars. This one's strawberry, and the ingredients say whole grain oats, raisins, dates, sunflower oil, and dried strawberry. No additives. Fruit and veggie bar, dates, dried apples, dried spinach. Fruit and veggie bar, dates, dried banana, and dried pumpkin. Okay. Those are really good snack alternatives to anything else, like anything else. Just pay attention to what we're feeding our babies because they're important. I got savula leaf, some aloe vera from Food City. I use this for my skin. I'll cut the sides, slice it in half. Take all of the gel from the inside, put it in a container, maybe mix it with a little bit of water, put it in a blender, and then put that in a container and use it on my skin. We got some grapes from Safeway, some more grapes, 2 for $5, some bread. Bread is not good for us, okay? Come on, cat. It really does bring, you know, mucus, excess mucus, because we already, you know, have some mucus, but I'm trying my best to stop eating bread, but it's just like really, it's like a tortilla. It's like, so just like, you can use it in so many ways, you know, but every time I just like look at the ingredients and it just reminds me like, do you really want to eat that shit? And it's like, no, but then I end up, you know, falling victim to the bread. Ingredients, you know, we're just gonna pretend it's not there. Although it says no high fructose corn syrup, which is sugar, doesn't mean it's good, you know. There's still chemicals added into it, and sometimes it's hard to like completely rid ourselves of like, you know, a diet of no chemicals, but like it's only as hard as you keep telling yourself. If you keep telling yourself, oh my god, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's gonna continue being hard. So we just gotta like, you know, love ourselves into where we want to be. Yeah, you know, but it's honey and oat bread. We got 2 bags of apples. I don't know where the other bag of apples went. Do you know where the other bag is? This one is honey crisp, and I believe the other one is Fuji. Gala. These are like $3.99 a bag. We got a papaya from Food City. Your woman parts, your yoni, she loves this. Okay, helps with digestive issues if you're constipated. So much vitamins, nutrients, and they taste so good, literally. And if you don't like how it tastes, you can throw it in the blender with like banana and like some freaking, I don't know, ice, or like with other melons, you know, if you're into fruit pairing, it's better on the digestive system. We got a jackfruit. This guy was $18, but we're gonna try it, me and Desmond and Desi, and see how we like it. Most likely tomorrow on our picnic for the spring equinox. We got 3 bunches of bananas. These bananas are not organic. We got these from Food City. We got these Burro bananas, I think they're called, baby bananas, from Safeway. And I got some red bananas. Yes, these are really good from Safeway. The baby bananas and the red bananas are way better than these bananas. I'm trying to not show right here. Like, I don't wear bras, so inappropriate, if you will. My flowers! No! Get away, cat. My folder. Oh, I got this folder from Safeway. It was $1.99. We only have one. I got it in honor of tomorrow. I just love it. I just love it, for real. Excited. Okay, we got Frambosa because I just like, Desmond was like, oh, the bun over there, and I was like, okay, we don't fall victim to the bun. We got this for the dishes. 2 for $7. How many dollars is still? Those who be shopping for household items know that that's a steal for the trip. Okay. We got 10 mangoes for $2. $2? 5 for $1 at Food City. The limit is 10. $2 for all of these. $2. This is life. This is food. Literally. $2 freaking. We got some kiwi. These are the best. Alkaline, mucus busters. Wake up in the rising and you get a warm cup of water. Squeeze one of these babies in there. Sip on it. Next day, boom, sip on it. Sip on it. If you make a salad, use this as dressing. A little bit of sea salt, a little bit of whatever other seasonings. It's just fire. Fire. We got some plantains. I like bananas. They're really good. You can literally boil them, mash them up, feed it to your kid like that, you know. You can like bake them, put them in the, what's that thing called? The air fryer. You can cook them on the stove. You can just do so much. They're really good. We got these. It's 3 for $10. They're, what are these, babe? Red grape tomatoes. Safeway. Really good. Oh yeah. They have plain orange ones, and then they have the mixed variety, and they have the red. And we got organic strawberries. Organic is 10 times better than not organic, especially in berries. If it's not organic with berries, they add so many chemicals to them. It's not even it's not even crazy. It is crazy, but it's not even funny. And it's 3 berries, mix and match if you want, for $12. So we got some organic blackberries, Suki, some more blackberries, and some raspberries, organic raspberries. Yeah, we got some small navel oranges. My son can eat literally like 20 oranges a freaking day if I allowed him to. Like, he just, like, I cut them up and he just sucks the life out of them and just tosses the peel. but I use the pill. Like I could boil it and make a tea out of it or dry them out, and we can use that for something. I have some drying right now, but vitamin C, get your vitamin C, okay? We got some antioxidant palm juice. It's pomegranate. Ingredients: 100% juice, pomegranate juice and concentrate. Don't know how, I don't know. My mom used to drink this growing up and we weren't able to touch it because it was her expensive drink. We got some fresh salmon, Atlantic salmon. The guy hooked it up. He charged us for only 2, but gave us 4. I'm getting sleepy, but not done. Got some pears. My son loves pears. And some tamarind. We're gonna eat it, see what's going on. And I don't know. I feel like that was it. Oh, babe, can you hand me the orange juice right there? Oh wow.
What is it?
Tamarind.
It's like sour almost, huh?
Orange juice from freaking Safeway. This is $8, I think. It's in a glass jar. It's straight up orange juice. Straight up orange juice. You have to shake it, get it going. It's fire. I think I showed everything. Oh, forgot toothbrush. Me and Desmond share a toothbrush. A lot of people might think that's disgusting, but it is what it is. 100% biodegradable handle, bamboo toothbrush, soft. And a tongue scraper. Everybody needs one of these. We couldn't find one at Safeway, at Dollar Tree, so my sister went to 2 stores and she found us one. These, oh my goodness, let me tell y'all. Okay, so there are times I don't need to brush my teeth because there's like no grime buildup because of what I eat. It is like not necessary, but tongue scraping every single day and like evening is necessary. It literally cleans your tongue. Brushing our tongue with a toothbrush isn't cleaning it. It's just like mixing it all around. It's not cleaning it. There's always the guy with the loud car just. But anyways, like scraping the tongue. That is what's cleaning the mouth. Oil pulling, right when you rise, like get some like coconut oil, put it in your mouth and swish it around like what's that stuff called? Mouthwash for like 10-15 minutes. If you can't do that, 5 minutes. Spit it out into the trash, not the sink. You know, it's oil, clog it all up. And it will whiten your teeth. It will help with bad breath. It will help with gingivitis. It will help with bleeding gums. It will help with so much. Enamel. It would just help with so much. But this, the holy grail. Everybody needs to invest in one of these. You will not spend more than $10 on one of these little guys. Oh my gosh. I can't express it enough. Okay. So, I wanted to tell you guys a few things also that I do or did in the beginning of my healing journey, or what I gained, like just some knowledge and experience that really helped me, okay? That I needed to change or either start doing or stop doing that helped in my growth. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, like obviously eating, I needed to stop eating certain things, start eating certain things, just for the you know sake of my body and how I feel. I found that eating fruits and vegetables mainly made me feel so much better. It helped with my it helped with my skin complexion, it helped with my thoughts, it helped with how I feel as a woman, it helped with like being more, just like I feel more soft and clear-minded, eating more raw and whole. it just makes me feel so much better. It's not more expensive actually. I feel like it's less expensive because like before, a few years back, like 2020, 2019, it was like, and like all the years before that, it's just like buying like things at Hot Pockets, other microwave foods, the maruchan, eating heavy meat like every other day, like, you know, growing up with with the culture being like, you know, like Hispanic and everything. It's just like the food that's tied into it, like, oh my gosh, it's just like so hard to get away from it, and it's just always there, like, you know, the meals and everything and how big the meals are and just like just everything like that. It was just, that's all that it really was. And I found personally that changing my diet just really influenced a lot. I was gonna say, the more natural, the better. The more whole and raw ingredients, the better. Especially pay attention to chemicals. Another thing, the music I listen to, that drastically changed. Stopped listening to like auto-tune music. Like, I really was into listening to Juice WRLD, and although I love him so much, he's a great artist, I just don't really listen to him no more. And when I do put on one of his songs, it's like a music video, and I just like really feel the emotions I felt when I listened to it before and I was depressed, and I just cry, you know, because the emotions are so raw and real, and it's just like, it's crazy. I used to listen to a lot of like trap rap, trap corridos, I think they're called. Just a lot of low vibrational music, you know, we're energetic beings, so the frequency of this music that we're listening to is really affecting us on an energetic level. And the words we're also listening to and just taking in is messing with our subconscious more than we realize. It's like if we're indulging in gossip and like BS from people around us, it's affecting us more than we realize, you know. Words are very powerful. That's why people do affirmations, because it literally like rewires our subconscious and gets us to believing something different about ourselves and about others and about life, and just perspectives, you know. It's all perspective shifts. So my music changed drastically. I listened to a lot of neo soul, a lot of reggae, a lot of Spanish, but uplifting Spanish, not about like the drugs no more, like the this and the that, you know, that type of like the certain things that they would like, you know, talk about. It's more like love songs, spiritual based songs. It's more like life's great songs, or just like it's just beautiful music, you know, that makes me feel good as a woman, as a being, as just a part of the entire whole collective, you know. Also, what changed, who I hung around and things I did, like friend wise. I stopped going to parties. I was even partying last year while I was still in my journey, you know, but it was just like something I stopped. It was a whole, like, I'm being stagnant right now, and I'm not gonna grow more if I keep feeding into these bad habits of mine. And it was a bad habit, going out and drinking, hanging around all these people that just wanted to drink and be stuck in their ways. And can you close that please? And like gossip about other people, and just like, it just wasn't feeding into my growth as a being, or as just like a woman or anything. And I was just making excuses for myself, and it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay at all. It was messing with me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels of the spectrum. And just like friend wise, you know, I stopped allowing all types of women into my space, especially because let me tell you, if you want to, you know, grow, you have to stop hanging out with certain people that are just negative or can't see the bright side of things, or always wanting to be down, you know, because we choose what we want to do. We choose how we want to see things. And it sounds pretty messed up if I'm like, you know, you gotta stop hanging around depressed people, because it feels like we have no control over our depression. I understand, I know, I've been there, trust me. But when you are ascending to another level, when you are growing, you know, these people are just gonna hold you back, because it's like, tell me who you hang around and I'll tell you who you are. I used to think that, you know, I'm such a open person. I can hang out with someone that has $500, someone that has $5 million, someone that lives in poverty, someone that is like living in Hollywood, and I'll just be friends with all of them. I'll be friends with the killer. I'll be friends with a priest. Like I used to have my standards all over the place, like no standards at all. But now it's just like I only want people around me who are on their healing journey, who are on the journey of healing in a spiritual sense, who are holding themselves accountable, who are growing, who are not the type to project and judge people, who just want to spread more love and more light and heal through all their bullshit and help others heal too. And not just suppressing how they feel with the drugs and the alcohol and the partying and the buying and this and that, but actually honoring how they feel, like the bad, the good, you know, the angry, the sad, the freaking hate that they feel sometimes, the pride, like healing everything and honoring everything as a whole. It's like, you know, and when you set those standards, it gets lonely sometimes. I used to be lonely, like, oh my god, I want friends for the longest time. But like, when you stop worrying about, oh my god, I want friends, sometime down the line, those women will just show up in your life one way or another, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful, because it's like, I don't want this no more, but it's gonna come up, and I'm gonna either accept it or just keep going on about my life, you know. Like, it's just the opportunities always arise. They always arise when you stop worrying and focusing on them. Like, you know, they're always gonna be there. So it's just really crucial to remove these people from your life. Like, you can love them, but love them from a distance. I always say that, you know, because you love yourself more. So no matter what this person, the title they hold in your life, how long you've known them, whatever, if they're not uplifting you in some way, if they're not trying to better themselves every single day, you got to remove them. You got to. And if you don't, it's going to stunt your growth. So like, this is one of those opportunities, and you got to ask yourself, am I putting myself first? Because if you don't put yourself first, you're going to continue putting yourself last, and you're never going to get to the point where you want to be. The point where you didn't even know you could get. It's just a whole new feeling. And it's like, dang, I didn't know I could get to this point. Like, I feel like a whole new person. I feel like a whole new woman. It's like a whole rebirth. I didn't think I'd be here. I thought I'd be dead. I thought I'd be so depressed I couldn't go on about my days. Like, it was just crazy how depressed I was, and I can't express that enough, because so many people are depressed these days, and they say they try, and they can't find a way out of it. But I found a way out of it. I found a way out of it without anybody else, and I kept pushing myself, and you know, reflecting and holding myself accountable, and trying, and people around me that I keep around me, like Desmond, just like really pretty much Desmond, like, helped me see myself as well, you know. And it just takes self-awareness and everything, even with cutting off family, you know. It's hard sometimes, but some people just won't respect you, and if they don't respect you, no matter what, like I said, the label they hold, they gotta go, because if they don't, they're gonna keep dragging you down with them, and you're just gonna be there indulging in all of it, and you're just gonna be miserable. Some people just gotta go. They just gotta go. It wasn't meant for you and them to have this beautiful relationship in this lifetime, maybe the next, but you can't dwell on it. You just gotta let them go. Another thing would be, I started with doing more for myself, like self-love, I'll call it. I started doing yoga, I started journaling more, started reading more spiritual self-help books, listening to podcasts, started putting myself out there, just learning more, because when you learn something and then you teach it, it sticks with you more, you know. It's just the shadow work, very necessary. You can't heal on a spiritual level, on any type of level, unless you address the trauma that is the root of everything. That's the root of everything, really. Why we smoke, why we drink, why we feel so depressed, so angry, so anxious. It's because something happened in our lifetime that caused trauma to us, that made us how we are now. Childhood and everything. You may think I had the perfect childhood. My parents didn't do this. They were always here. No. Well, maybe it's not what they didn't do. Maybe it's what they did do, though, and you don't see it as something bad because it seems so normal to everybody. I thought growing up, I thought everybody went through what we went through. I thought everybody was just depressed, and I thought everybody was just getting beat and yelled at and cussed at, and their parents were always drinking and this and that, and it was never happy times and always arguing, until I came across people that were actually happy and didn't go through that, and I was like, that's weird. It's crazy, you know. It's just you know, you can do affirmations, you can do mirror work. You just look at yourself and whatever you dislike the most because of whatever programming of somebody else's opinions that were put onto you. We might have insecurities, and that's okay, because I have some insecurities too, and I'm working on them. You can learn new things to how to take care of yourself when it comes to your body and your hair. It just makes you feel more connected with everything, especially with making your own products or making tea to wash your hair and literally physically washing it, rather than just putting a bunch of soap and mindlessly just you know, with chemicals. You can do all types of things. You can do face massages, like little face yoga. You can freaking massage your scalp. You can do lymphatic massages. You can do freaking little exercises. You can do nature walks when you're just mindful and checking out nature while walking. You can literally do anything, and meditation isn't just sitting here, you know, legs crossed. You can do meditation while you're in the shower, while washing dishes. It's all about being in the moment and being mindful, and your thoughts that keep arising and arising, don't pay them no mind. Just let them pass, because no matter what, our thoughts are always going to come up and come up due to everything we've been through in life. They're just going to keep coming up, but don't act on them. You know, pay attention to your breath, your fingers, your toes, what's going on in front of you, rather than what's going on in your head, because what's going on in your head isn't really real. It's not really you. It's all of the programming and domestication throughout our life up until this moment. You know, it's just constant things that don't really matter. It's honestly so much things. It's so much little things. It's arts. You can freaking paint something. You can I don't know. It's just so much things. So much things I like to do too that I stopped liking. It just really trips me out. It trips me out. It all falls into place though. It all falls into place. I wrote down the stuff that I was gonna make on points, because I forget really easy. Oh, well, we got rid of our TV a while back, and it makes me feel so much better, because I used to play the game, not a lot, but I would play it a lot. Sometimes I feel really ugh, and I'd watch excessive amount of the TV, and it just wasn't really working for me, so I had to we just got rid of it, and I feel better. I don't know about Desmond. I think Desmond is good. I think you know, and having a supportive partner, and a partner that wants to change and heal as well, is really important. You can't just try to be a better version of you and still be with somebody that doesn't want to be a part of that, you know. It's much much better when you have that support, especially so close to you, that support. Don't mind my sister and my brother-in-law, but especially that, yeah. There's just so many things we could always, you know, work on as people, and just like as individuals in general. Well, as people, individuals in general, yeah, you know, the relationships with everything. It's so much when we just focus on ourselves instead of worrying about everybody else and what they got going on. Life just works out so much better. I used to worry about this and that. I used to be focused on people and this and that, and what's the next move, you know, what's going on, what we got going on. But it just feels so much better when everything you do revolves around you, and not in a selfish way, but in a way that you're taking care of yourself. Because if you take care of yourself, then you can take care of others. If you neglect yourself and you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to show up for other people? You can't give what you don't have. You can't give 12 oranges. If you don't got 12 oranges, you can't give love to people if you don't have love for yourself. And not the love that society deems as love, like, I love myself and how I look. Oh, I feed myself this and that, or I buy myself this and that. But it's the hard shit too. It's holding yourself accountable for when you're sitting there judging people. It's holding yourself accountable for when you get on the defense and make somebody feel like shit for expressing how they feel. It's all types of little things like that that nobody wants to do, because it feels like it sucks. It sucks sometimes when you gotta hold yourself accountable, because then you feel like, dang, like, But all of us have to go through that if you want to. I go through it. I've been through it. Like, sooner or later, it just gets like, it's normal, and it's just like, actually, this is beautiful. I learned something, and I'm one step closer to just living in that light at all times, you know, because I'm healing every single day. I am not even close. I am not even close to where I know I'm gonna be. Like, I'm not even close. It's insane. I'm 20. Imagine where I'm gonna be when I'm 40, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, not even physically. You know, I'm not even too worried about that, because when other things align, me as a whole, everything will align. You know. And I also want to say we are holistic beings, so mind, body, spirit, soul in one. If something is affecting our mind, our body, and our spirit is going to be affected as well. If something's affecting our body, our mind, and our spirit will be affected. If something's affecting our spirit, our mind, and our body will be affected. That's why it's important to eat whole foods. Even if you eat meat, you know, it's an animal dying is a sacred act, and it's beautiful, you know, but make sure it's organic, because they pump all types of chemicals into these animals so much, and put through all types of processes, and then we eat them every day, building up mucus, you know, plaque. It's like fucking up our digestive system. Bowel movements are off. You become constipated. You can die from this. The body becomes stressed. You know, our gut health is directly in correlation with how we feel, like our brain. And so, you know, maybe if you're feeling like crap, maybe like, have you been eating like crap, you know? It's just like important, even if you want to eat meat, you know, dairy, whatever, eat as whole and organic as you can. And if not everything's organic, don't even trip, as long as you're trying, you know. Always have good intentions when you're making your meals or when you're eating. Try to cook as much as possible. You know, wake up earlier, go to sleep earlier, have clear intentions. Take care of yourself when you wake up. Not just how you look, get ready, do your makeup, do your hair, whatever you want to do. Men, smack on some cologne, whatever you do, but also take care of your mind. Journal all your thoughts down. Set a couple goals for the day, not physical goals, but today I'm going to make sure I don't take anything personally. Today I'm going to make sure I give love to every living being and thing around me. Goals like that, you know. Talk some positive affirmations, pray to God, you know, go outside, Sundays, things like that. It's all necessary. You gotta take care of yourself, or other things just won't align for you. The whole day will be shitty. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You love yourself, you know. You gotta just keep trying every day. I think I reached every topic I wanted to. This will probably upload March 20th. And if it does, Happy New Year. I hope everybody has a blessed day, a great day. I know we're gonna have a great day tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Thank you for all who listened to this. I hope this helped in some way, even in the slightest. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Anything you would like me to touch base on, just whatever. There's so many things I can talk about. I just don't know how to address these things yet, because to some people they're sensitive topics, but to me it's all fine. I don't think there's one topic that I have that is sensitive to me that I can't speak about. Everything I've got through to that point. I am no longer a victim. I got through these things, and I can talk about them and help other people get through them as well, you know. But that's all. Thank you guys.